Let me fucking.
You mother bancho chutia worthless dirt piece of shit. What the hell did you do to Cruiser? Butthole.
Things happen for a
Speak
reason,
to me, butthole.
Things
Maybe you
happen
should
for a
organize a
reason.
fucking tea party with him.
What?
Things happen for a reason, man.
Oh, wait till I slaughter you. What happened?
Right, don't worry about
What
that.
did you do to him?
Don't
This
worry
guy
about
was
that.
literally trying to meet up with you for business, and you guys snaked him?
Nah, surely not.
All he
Right?
has to do is concede.
Mother chode. Okay, I see,
Surely
I
not.
see. I see the head on your shoulders. You dirty little snakes.
Thanks for the oxy,
He
bitch.
chose his path, but
I
he chose
cannot
his path.
believe you would answer this phone call while we're
Oh,
in this
okay,
fucking
okay,
meeting right
okay.
now. Honestly.
Well, you'll see why. Why he's calling me, actually. So, let me explain what happened as the first. Unless, Nick, do you think it's better to show the footage before this fucking conversation?
I don't want footage.
No, you'll see the
Just
footage.
fucking tell the story first.
All right. So, there's two reasons why I met with Tommy. One, because I have not spoken to Tommy in a very long time, and I've been waiting actually for many weeks to get a fucking hold of the guy, and he finally reached out. Unfortunately, Mr. Tommy recently decided to join the fucking Roadmen, a group which, you know, we're at war with. So, seeing as he's an old friend of mine, and we've gone through a lot together, I at least figured I'd give him the courtesy of having a conversation to pick his brain to see where his loyalties lie, see why he chose the things he chose, and to hear him out. And I used the whole car scene drifting thing as a vehicle for the conversation. And Nick called me. I told Nick where we were, and he said he was on his way. So we stayed there. Nick arrived. Geared to the T. I won't classify as to what type of stuff he was carrying, but it was pretty great. So Nick, I appreciate you for that. It really got him to talk more about what he was thinking. And I kind of gave him an ultimatum, and he decided to stick with the Roadman instead of leaving. Even though I'm confused. I'm confused. I don't know why he chose what he chose, because I feel like he's above that. Anyway, we took him. Well, Nick showed us a beautiful spot, a kill room somewhere. We blindfolded him. We cuffed him. We went through his belongings. We tied him to a chair. Nick initially drugged him. Then I gave Nick my camera. And I wanted to send a message, both to you guys and to whoever else you would want to show it to. I don't care. So I would like to show you this footage real quick. Let me get to the middle here. I'm going to share it locally over the phone. It's going to be a little hyperlink on the Bluetooth here, you know what I'm saying? Share local. I'll do it twice. Do you guys see this? Go ahead and take 2 minutes. Go ahead and look at that real quick. It's not long, but just, you know. That's what happened to Mr. Tommy Cruiser.
Too bad I can't see it.
Can you not see it? I'll throw it in the Seaside Discord here as well, okay?
Yeah.
For ease of thing. Seaside Discord. Where is it?
I don't understand this.
It's in the thing. So, to finish my little speech, I guess. If you want to berate me and distrust me and outcast me for giving a longtime friend who I have a very strong bond with the fucking courtesy of a conversation before I put it around in the back of his head, then go do that. Be that way. I don't care. But I'm not like how they are. And Nick said the same thing. He's like, why don't you just fucking, would they do the same thing to you? They'll just fucking shoot you. Well, I'm not fucking like them. Okay? He, in my book, earned at least a conversation. And I wanted to talk to him, like I said, pick his brain, listen to him, and go from there. He made his decision, and I acted as such. So, that's what that is. Yeah. And like I said, I still don't know why he chose the ribbon. I don't think he belongs there. I think he's way above that, but that's the path he chose. And so he will also
I have a few things to say.
Deal with the consequences. Yeah, go ahead.
Firstly, how long were you with him before Nick called?
Not long. We're just I don't even know. I didn't really take
And
the
if
time.
Nick hadn't have called, your plan was what?
I don't know. I wasn't really sure where I was going to take it yet.
You were just gonna hang out and chill and ask for whatever fucking reason him to leave Rodman?
No, I don't really know what direction the conversation was going to go. I was going into it with an open mind.
Didn't you say that was your plan? You were gonna talk to him about cars and ask him to fucking leave Rodman?
No, not leave Rodman.
So what? Step aside from Rodman?
Well, that conversation happened after he chose the thing. Yeah, the initial discussion
Nick, what
was
happened
about
when you
cars.
arrived?
Tell him, Nick. Go ahead. Tell him all.
Well, I landed and they were sitting in a car, and I got out and told Tommy to put his hands up while I pointed an RPG at his face. And then I swapped to a sniper, and then we had a little discussion back and forth. I asked Julian why he was hanging out with with our rat, in this case, Tommy, because he has shot us and so forth. And he said that he was catching up with an old friend. And then I cuffed him, gagged him, bagged him, and...
Did I ever stop you in any step of the way?
No.
Did I ever tell you not to drug him, not to cuff him, not to, you know?
No, you didn't. But, you did ask me to put down the guns a couple
Because
of
he
times.
couldn't fucking speak with a barrel on his fucking lip, man. I told him to aim it at his fucking chest.
Right. Well, we took him down an undisclosed location. We cuffed him. We spoke to him a little bit. We asked him why he joined the roadmen and blah blah blah. And basically, nothing was won out of that conversation. And then I drugged him up, and Julian shot him in the head, and then we dropped him in front of the ICU.
He was still, the blindfold you're not getting him back, I think. He was still blindfolded when we dropped him. Yeah, he's,
Why are we... I just woke up, so can someone catch me up?
That's really all it is. I was hanging out with Ash and some of the people, and then I asked to be dropped off at Tier 1. I wanted to talk to him about some drift parts and some other stuff. And then he kind of started talking about the whole stuff in regards to what I'm doing, what he's doing, and I started picking his brain. I was like, okay, and then, so why the fuck Roadman, of all things?
Just,
People are questioning you, right? Pretty much?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, though. Okay, I'm gonna be very, very neutral. Respectfully. Has Julian ever given us a reason not to trust him?
Not before this?
Okay, let me bring this up. Let me bring another thing up.
Go on,
what happened
Javi?
with, I don't want to bring
It's
it up.
Javi, the
The
man.
things in the past where people just go do their own thing because, they think it's best. They have their own, their own, what's the word? They have their own way of doing things, but we trust them. Things that happened in the past. So I don't think it's fair that, me personally just throw Julian under the bus because he wanted to do things differently. Because to me, Julian's never given me a reason not to trust him. And until that day comes, it's going to stay like that.
After
So if
having
Julian
heard
tells
me
you
out
the
and
plan-
seen the thing, Javi, do you now not trust me no longer?
I'm still going to trust you. I mean, until you give me a reason not to trust you,
Right.
But for me, that reason, you doing your thing the way you wanted to do them, me personally, I don't see any wrong with that. Sure, yeah, you could have told somebody what you were doing, but I mean, that's your fuck up. That's the only fuck up I see that you were doing. You didn't tell anyone what you were planning to do.
Because I wasn't sure what I was actually doing at the time. I just wanted to.
Yeah, even though, even if you're hanging out with Tommy, you should have called someone, been like, "Yo, I'm gonna hang out with Tommy. I want to
No,
pick his brain. I want to
did
see where he
say.
stands."
Oh, okay, yeah, more details, you mean? Sure.
Yeah, because I understand, how Ash and other people might be feeling right now because you are hanging out with the enemy during war. So it's just better to communicate with them next time. That's my neutral perspective, but everybody can feel how they want to feel.
All right.
Okay, my turn. Do you know that these roadmen motherfuckers have been shooting and fucking bombing and stabbing me every fucking day? Back to back. And you fucking chose to dip and hang out with them, and you said, I know he's Mandem or whatever, but he's not gonna hurt me. Motherfucker, these people have dedicated the last fucking 5 days of their fucking lives to farming me. Dude,
I know.
like the actual fuck?
Which
And you
makes me
chose to
even
go and hang
more
out with them.
curious as to why the fuck he would chose that type of people. Because that is not like Tommy. Apparently now it is, now that I know and he's told me. But at the time, I wanted to figure out for myself as to why the fuck he would chose that type of fucking roadkill, okay, to be a part of it, associate himself with.
It's
That's
of no
purely what it
concern
is.
to you. If that's what he
is.
chooses to do with his life, then that's what he does with his life, and he has to live with the consequences of his actions of choosing to join that family.
Yes, Ash, but he has earned at least a conversation with me in my books. And he got that. And the conversation led him to the consequences that you've seen in the video. If you do good by me in the past, and, you know, this and that, and you don't give me all this stuff, and no matter what path you take, I will at least try and figure out why you do the things you do before I put a fucking end to it. I don't care who it is. No one's gonna change that. Not you, not Benji, not Nick, not Saki, nobody. I am the way I am, and I wanted to hear it from him myself. And now I know, and just why I did what I did.
So I'm not gonna, don't put any like weight into what I'm saying, but Tommy did say he was strongly against the actions that were done
Yes,
to
he
you,
was.
to you and your business, Ash. So I'll give him that.
One more thing,
said,
Nick, sorry to interrupt you, because I'll forget. Tommy also told me that Benji, yours truly, called him recently and asked him as to why he chose Roadman and why this and that, because he feels like Tommy is above that and deserves a place of more status because of Tommy, who Tommy is. Okay? Are you gonna berate Benji for calling him and asking him those
No
questions?
offense, you are not fucking Benji, and don't act like you
No,
are.
I know, but Benji doesn't have the relationship with Tommy that I do as well.
Okay, but Benji is a leader.
Yeah, but that's why I didn't do it as a seaside thing. It was a personal thing between me and him. That's why I asked to be dropped off and bring all the boys and make it the whole seaside thing.
Everything we do, whether we're wearing the flag or not, represents all of us as a family.
Yes.
I agree to an extent. I do believe personal stuff should be stay personal.
Like, I'm happy that you had a chat with him or whatever and went to... But the fact that you said that you were going to hang out with him because you think he might give you free drift pods, blah, blah, blah. Like, that shit really fucking rubs me
There's
up the
more
wrong way.
to it, though. I don't instantly... In a car with people that I don't even fucking really know. There's like 8 of us in the fucking car. You want me to tell you everything that I'm about to plan and do and think going into something?
I would say, hey, Julian, can I chat with you for a second? Hey, you want to step aside? Hey, can we talk for a minute?
Yeah, but I
would
expect you
expect
at
that
least give
courtesy,
me the
yeah.
courtesy to explain myself afterwards and not completely fill your head with judgments and opinions prior to the conversation we'd have after.
I will absolutely fill my head with judgments and shit when you're saying that you're going to hang out with the people who have been fucking me up for the past fucking few days. I will absolutely fucking do that. I will absolutely be biased against the people who have been doing these actions. I'm not going actively hunting with you guys, and I'm still getting fucked every day.
I know. I'm trying to put an end to that, and you know this. What else have I
I don't know,
introduced?
Julian.
People like
I don't
Charles
want
and
to
his
feel like
people.
you're playing both sides, man.
How am I playing? What? Can you watch that video again and tell me how I'm playing both sides? I just put down one of my fucking closest friends.
After Nick came, I don't know what you were planning to do before that.
You were, I am going to call you on your bluff 100%. You were not going to put a bullet in his head unless Nick had shown up.
How do you know that?
You were with him for over an hour before Nick showed up.
And?
You're sitting there
Been a long
talking
conversation.
to
Was there a fucking clock
someone,
and
one of
alarm
the
that's
people.
about to go
Let
off?
me fucking speak.
Go on.
You're hanging out with one of the people that has been actively hunting us, shooting us, attacking Ash and other innocent civilians on a daily basis. and you're spending well over an hour, and then it's just when Nick gets involved that you decide to fucking then you decide to act like, oh yeah, we're gonna put him down. Yeah, no,
Yeah, but
I
I'm
don't
not gonna.
buy it for a second.
What, like Nick just said, he disagrees with it himself as well, and because of the stuff that they do, the horrible things to do to Ash, I was extra confused as to why the fuck he would chose such folk to hang around with. Like I said earlier, and I don't know what kind of time frame pleases Cora, but I don't follow that time frame. If I have a conversation with somebody, I don't care if it's 8 hours. If it's gonna take 8 hours for me to come to a conclusion, that's gonna take 8 hours.
Why is it so concerning to you what Tommy Cruiser does? Yeah, sure, he holds a high status in maybe in fucking like racing and the tuner shop scene, but as far as the
It's not
criminal
about
scene,
what
he has.
It's not about his fucking business or his past. It's the bond between me and him. The stuff that we've gone through, none of you guys know about.
Did you just say you hadn't spoken for weeks? Couldn't it have waited another week?
Well, I don't know. That war could take another fucking month. And if the conversation potentially could mean that he were to leave the roadman, that's another less body to worry about. Especially because it's a fucking guy like I very much like until today.
The thing is, like, if you were... I don't even know how to say this. Like, if you were going to him and he was under the fucking preconceived notion that it was a friendly chat and hangout talking about cars and drift parts and blah, 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 honestly, I wouldn't want you to shoot him after that. Because he's going there thinking that he's gonna go chat with you and be all fucking friendly.
Yeah, but
and that's the shit thing about it.
But the conversation turned to something more serious when he started mentioning stuff like Roadman, stuff like Seaside.
Yeah.
The conversation was never meant to go that way. It was purely going to be a thing about cars. And then when we're driving to the location of where we were going to, do all the car shit at, the conversation just ended up being about those things. So he kind of forced my hand. And then when Nick called, I was like, why not? It's a good opportunity. Might as well take it, because I know how Nick thinks. I never told Nick not to come. I never tried to hide the location or who I was hanging out with. I told him right away. Didn't I, Nick?
Yes, in a sense. You were a bit sussy about who you were hanging out with in the start.
Yeah, because he's sitting in the car with me, and I think it was funny to be like, that's a bald guy, guess who it was? And you said Eddie, which is hilarious because he hates being compared with Eddie. It's just,
Can I say something? Obviously, you guys all have your own opinion and shit, which is like fine. But I've known Julian a long ass time, and the guy is very respectful. So I understand, like, obviously everyone else's anger. Like, Julian, they have been, fucking bombing Ash and stuff. That has been done. So you could tell, you understand why Ash is upset, right? Like, you can see why she'd be.
100%. And I don't blame her for it.
On the other hand, I see your side. If I had a really old friend who I respected a lot, then I would want to hear them out before, like you said, before doing what you did. And I would have done the same thing, regardless of, who they were. If they were hurting, my family, then I would have put a bullet in them themselves. So I understand that. But I think everyone's just like, I think it's just a bit,
Yeah. To add on to that, I agree with exactly what Sakid said. I think it wouldn't have been an issue if you just... Did you tell anyone beforehand that you were meeting Tommy?
Yeah, I told Ash in the car. I was like, I'm hanging out, Tommy wants to hang out. He just called me. He dropped me off. We came from Polito all the way to Tier 1, so there was quite a way to sit on it,
What happened then in the car, Ash? Like, I'm not, like...
I said, are you sure that's a good idea? Do you think that's a good look? And I said, I know the answer. Do you?
Yeah, and then we were in a car with 8 people, and half of them not being anything involved with Seaside, so I didn't really want to open up a fucking crazy dialogue or like this and that,
So ask us to step aside.
Yeah, I could have, but the thing is, like we said earlier, right? It was just going to be a car thing. Something I was going to talk to him about Shano and some of the other stuff, and then he opened up that lane of conversation, and it took a turn. And then when Nick called, the opportunity arose for, this and that.
The thing is that it really felt like you honestly didn't want to say who you were going to see at first. It was like I had to say, like, who are you going to see? Because you were being so fucking sussy baka about it.
Yeah, because I was going to take care of it myself first. I didn't want to, like,
Yeah, but I think that's the issue, Julian. In the grand scheme of things, I think you should have been open to it and made sure that you had, explained your side of meeting Tommy. I'm not in a leadership position at all. I'm not looking to be, but if you told me and I was the only one around that, hey, you want to see Tommy and you want to talk about car things and drift, I'd be like, I bet. But if you just go, I'm gonna go to see Tommy, I'd be like, and then I ask, are you sure about that? I'd expect you to take me aside and talk to me. I'll be honest.
Oh, I also thought if it was that big of a deal on front face value, being it was just going to be a car thing at first, Ash would have pulled me aside and went, what the fuck
Read
are you
the
doing?
text message that I sent you.
Yeah, that's why. We were at the basement at the time when you texted us.
What?
No, I texted you basically right after.
We were at that basement.
Yes.
Yeah, you said, come on, I'm getting your parts. Yeah, I know. I was still talking to him at the time. And you said, we'll discuss this later. I know.
Yeah.
I just think, like, this is an issue of communication more so than an issue of what you did.
Exactly.
I agree.
I think if you would have been more open, again, we're all our own people, right? I do shit that has nothing to do with Seaside, but I do always represent the Seaside, in a sense. If I were to, have business with, say, the Mandem or whatever reason, I deal with the acoustics and whatnot, I would make sure that everyone in the Seaside is aware of it and why it needs to be done.
Business is one thing, hanging out's another.
Oh, okay. Well, say
It's technically his business, right? You have school, this, that, and other. It would have been business.
Let me just speak. College, Julian, what we're just trying to say is just make sure that you, whenever in the future going forward, let us know what you're doing. Don't keep us in the dark as shit. You know what I mean?
No, it's okay. I understand. And don't get me wrong. I don't not get where you guys are coming from, but I at least figured that you gave me the fucking.
I mean, I think we all understand each other, and we were just frustrated, guys. I think we all know what to do next and how to behave when the certain situation that is similar to this one will arise in the future. So can we just please move on, because we are moving in circles right now.
Yeah.
We're explaining ourselves a third and fourth time.
But honestly, at this story, just don't keep us in the dark, because we've all done it, so don't feel bad. I've done it, Chico's done it, Ash's done it, Benji's done it, everybody's done it.
Yeah, and I got fucking ripped apart from it.
Yeah, so we're just don't.
I mean, do you know what our orders from Benji are right now, Julian?
Yes.
Okay, I get.
Okay, yeah, let's not go back down that again.
Let's not go.
I'm fully aware. Because some people deserve more than just a fucking hey, hello, boom, dead. Okay, just how it goes. Not everyone deserves to get 2-minute treatment.
Oh, but I do.
No,
I deserve that.
I never said you did.
Because that's happened to me fucking, six times now?
And why do you think I'm trying to stop it?
Bang, bang, bang. Snitch slide. Bang, bang, bang.
I never said I agree with them.
Ash, just because somebody eats shit doesn't mean we should too, okay?
Well, absolutely fucking not. But it also doesn't mean we should go and fucking hang out with them.
I mean, I think at the end of the day, also, I gave Julian the option to, send a message to Tommy. I said it was up to him. I was just going to drug him and drop him off someplace, but Julian insisted on shooting him in the head to send him a message, and that's what he did. So I respect you for taking that decision. I think basically, I think there's a fundamental issue of communication here. Tommy was not a part of the attacks on you, Ash, which he is still associated with them in a sense.
And that's, up, I mean,
someone
else stopped earlier. Thank you as well.
I personally would have wanted you to wait until after the war is done to hang out with Tommy. But
the only reason why it happened now is because I don't know when he'll be around again. He's I know that he's not always around due to various reasons that I can't really talk about. It's not city related, so I wanted to seize the opportunity and have a chat.
Yeah,
so
I understand, but I put off my own interests during war. Okay.
Oh, I know.
I have beef with multiple people that I don't feel right now.
Jeremy!
So I think it was a bit selfish of you, Julian, to go see your friend. I get why you wanted to. I get that you thought it was okay.
Thank you.
But you also get that we don't think it was okay, right?
No, I understand. But that's why, you know,
I think we just need to stop, you know, deflecting here. The issue is that you hung out with Tommy. I think you dealt with it. I think we're squared away. This is up to Ash now, I guess. But I'm okay with this. I'm fine. I don't have anything more to add to this. I don't have anything more to, you know, shoulda, coulda, woulda, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm good. I'm squared away. I'm set. I am good to continue my day. So, you know, Ash, it's up to you.
Throwing? I'm not throwing anything. I'm just taking true to my character. No one's gonna tell me to do shit different.
I need you to remember that.
I'm fully aware.
If you want to hang out with your friends, just to hang out. With the enemy that we're currently fighting, do it after the war. If you need to do business, that's whatever. You know, do your fucking business.
Yeah, it was a combination of catching up and business, which took a turn due to him, you know. But yeah, I understand. You don't see me hanging out with fucking half the guys we're fucking close with, you know. Like I'm not new to this fucking shit. I've lived this life for fuck knows how long.
You invented this, man.
Okay, not the time, Ivan. Not the time.
Yeah, but it's the second time you've hung out with Mandem that we know about.
When's the first time?
You did dodo with them.
No, they put guns to me.
You took a selfie and put it on Twitter.
Did you see the picture?
Yes.
You went there willingly, or they like forced you to?
It was after a
I went to
gunfight.
talk
They
to
would all went down. They went to do dodo.
It's because it was the whole thing that led to the podcast. It was because they were not allowed to get involved, and I wasn't either. So we were trying to find a solution as to what the fuck's going on. And it was because Brody was on the rooftop for like 6 fucking hours. And it was like
so
an
you were
ongoing
gonna do
thing.
dodo with them?
I was going to talk to them about it. About that situation. Which then led to the podcast. Because it was...
I don't know anything about a podcast, if I'm being honest, so...
Okay, well...
Alright,
Julian.
Ignore that. Ignore the
listen.
dodo thing. Trust me.
Yeah, don't even worry about that. Let's
And that is it, guys, for the video. Like, share, and subscribe if you want more. Thank you.